For me, it was psychedelic experiences in college, frankly, that
Yeah.
lifted my lid. And
Yeah.
then I took another look at what Christ was saying and contrasted it to Eastern philosophy. Did you go through a similar rediscovery of spirituality?
Yep, very similar to yours. Right after high school, I actually, thought I wanted to be a priest in high school. And I think part of it was a legitimate, what they call a vocation. And I also think that in those days, I naively believed that priests were celibate. So for me, that I think subconsciously, I thought it was a way to sublimate my sexuality, a way that I didn't have to deal with it. So, started college. So I actually had a meeting with the head of the novitiate, the guy who decided who got in and who didn't. Thankfully, he was a wise guy, a wise man who said, why don't you do a couple of years at college and then we'll talk. And so in those couple of years, three things happened. One was I took a class, a philosophy class in existentialism, which began a process of questioning the Catholic worldview, which was the only thing that I knew. Secondly, I had a phase, like you, of experimenting with mind-expanding substances, which deepened that process of questioning and expanded it to questioning reality as I understood it. And then the third thing that happened was that I fell in love. And I'd had, plenty of sex as a teenager, probably more than a teenager should have had, but it was always dark and hidden and guilt-ridden, and it was a dark secret that nobody knew about. And so when I fell in love, it was like I remember the exact moment, the first kiss, where in that moment, I just knew. Like after that time, there wasn't anybody, like no psychiatrist, no priest, no minister, no rabbi. Nobody could tell me that it was wrong, that it was sinful, because it was so beautiful that I just knew in the cells of my body that it couldn't be wrong. And so the combination of those three things was very powerful. After that, the Jesuits didn't stand a chance.